This is Our God is an Awesome God, and I'm going to teach it to you in a really simple way. This song can tend to be pretty complicated, but I think I've stripped it down to the basics for you. I'm going to teach it to you in the key of A minor, and if you want to stop the video, you can click on the description below, and I do have the chord sheet that you can print out, and it'll make a lot more sense to you. All right, so let's go through the chords. So we have E minor, A minor, D, and then we also have a C, and I think that's it. So let's go through those. So let's find our E minor. That starts us out in the verse. So we look for the group of two black notes, and here is the E. Line up your 5 fingers, and then here is E, G, B. A minor chord, that's E minor, okay? Okay, let's scoot down here to the A position. Line up your 5 fingers, play every other note. A, C, E plays A minor, okay? Then if you move up here to the D and pick up your black note in the middle, and it makes this triangle shape, okay? D, F sharp, A, D chord, and then our last chord is our C chord. So move just down one set of notes, C, E, G, C chord. Okay, so let's review those. We have E minor, A minor, D, and then we have a C chord. All right, so left hand is going to be playing just single notes. So I would try to encourage you just to find a position that you can kind of camp out here the whole song, and you don't have to move your hand out of position and lose where you're at. I tend to find like a G in my pinky that feels good for me. So I play A when I play the A minor. Okay, when I play that E minor, I just move up here and open my thumb up one note here. Okay, to the E to the E minor, D to the D in the bass, and then C to the C in the bass, okay? And you can find a position that feels more comfortable for you. For some reason, I like kind of my pinky to be tucked in on G for most of my songs, and that kind of just gives me a good reference point to know where my hand's at the song, and then where all the fingers need to be played. All right, so let's talk about a rhythm that we will bring the two hands together. It's called together, right, together, right, together, right, together, right. Okay, you can practice that on the A. Sorry. Together, right, together, right, together, right. Practice that on any of those chords, just getting that nice marching rhythm, okay? All right, let's look at verse 1. I'm going to sing through it so you can see how the two hands come together and how the vocals add in, okay? So it starts out with that E minor. When he rolls up his sleeves, he ain't just putting on the Ritz. Our God is an awesome God. There is thunder in his footsteps and lightning in his fist. Our God is an awesome God. Okay, so you'll notice when I do that, our God is an awesome God, I just kind of block chord through that. So I just go, our God is an awesome God, and then just finish that together, right, rhythm out, okay? So let's talk about some patterns too. You're going to notice patterns in music a lot. In verse 1, if you look at the first and the third line, they just have the E minor. And the second and fourth line have A minor, D, E minor. Okay, and you'll see that follow suit through the verse 2 as well. So if you notice these patterns, it helps simplify your music so you're not thinking that it's really complex when really there's a lot of repetition in it, okay? And let's see, the chorus has patterns too. So if you look at the chorus, it has C, G, E minor for the first and third line. And then kind of there's a little bit of difference in the second and fourth line, but just start to notice some of those patterns and help it simplify that for you. Okay, so let's look at the pre-chorus. Starts out with a C chord. The Lord wasn't joking when he kicked him out of Eden. D chord. It wasn't for no reason that he, E minor, shed his blood is C. Turn is very soon, so you, A minor, better be believing that our, and then this is where I block through it. God is an awesome God. Okay, I'm going to repeat that last line. Our God is an awesome God. Okay, otherwise the rest of it's kind of that together, right pattern. Let's look at the chorus. So, our God is an awesome God. He D reigns from E minor, heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God. See that last block through? Our God is an awesome God. Okay, and let's just look at verse 2 a little bit slower. And when the sky was starless in the void of the night, here comes that block pattern. Our God is an awesome God. He spoke into the darkness and created the light. Block chord. Our God is an awesome God. Okay, that pre-chorus 2, judgment and wrath he poured out. You just go through the C. Judgment and wrath he poured out on Sodom. D. Mercy and grace he gave us. E minor. At the cross I hope that we have not too quickly forgotten that our, here comes that block, God is an awesome God. And then it loops back into that chorus. Okay, I'm going to play it beginning to end. You can go back to the beginning. If two hands coming together is too complex for you, I want to just encourage you to go through the whole song with just your right hand by itself. When he rolls up his sleeves, he ain't just putting on the Ritz. Our God is an awesome God. And then bring the two hands together when you feel comfortable. Don't even bring in that 1-to-2 ratio, that rhythm, until you feel comfortable going from chord to chord. And sometimes just having that chord recognition, like figuring out where the chords are at, can take some time to build that up. All right, go back to the beginning if you need a little help. Here we go. I'm going to play it beginning to end. You can sing along and play along with me. You could do it. When he rolls up his sleeves, he ain't just putting on the Ritz. Our God is an awesome God. There is thunder in his footsteps and lightning in his fists. Our God is an awesome God. The Lord wasn't joking when he kicked him out of Eden. It wasn't for no reason that he shed his blood. His return is very soon, so you better be believing that our God is an awesome God. The sky was starless in the void